Good morning. Good morning. Good Monday morning to all of you. Thank you so much for joining and participating in today's Foreshadow series, a look into the energy of the week. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Sometimes I think we get into these lives and it's as if there's nobody else there. There's who's out there? Who's out there? And I thought, wow. Good morning, Yvetesita. Perfect. Yeah. Where in our lives do we think that there's nobody there? Allow us to create this point of awareness today for our week. Where do we perceive that there's nobody there? Interesting. So what I wanted to share with you guys this morning was about this week. So I was meditating on this week, meditating on everything that's going on. And it feels like we are really entering there's going to be a lot of transition this week, for sure. I can definitely sense there's transition. It feels like as we move further into the sign of Pisces out of Aquarius, it's going to feel a little bit more sentimental, a little bit more emotional. And in that space, we want to always remember to keep it light. That is the question. That is such a great, great, great awareness. Keep it light. So as you go through your transitions this week, as things pop for you, as new awarenesses come, you might receive some information that I'm going to say you weren't prepared for it. Please don't make that bad. I'm not saying that it's bad information, but it feels like you will receive some information this week that might require you to look in a different direction. Okay. And so as you approach that, as that energy comes in for you, so make it light, be playful with it. We really, really want to keep things playful. What can I learn from this? What is required of me? Be in the question, where should I go? What should I do? How can this contribute to my happiness? You might just be absolutely, completely blown away with where it takes you, because actually I see where it takes you is money. So if you knew that now, would you close a door to an awareness or a new experience, a new piece of information? So it feels like there's something that's going to come along this week and just kind of throw you out of your comfort zone. And you're going to go, oh, shoot, I wasn't planning on that. Right. And I want you to remember this call. And then I want you to go, oh, wow. I wonder if this is going to lead to me making more money or receiving more money. It doesn't even have to be receiving more money. Like you'll receive a really good tip about how to make money. Like I received an amazing tip this week, so randomly, from a very, very dear friend of mine. And she was like, oh, this stock is really, really good. And I invested in the stock, stuff like that. I mean, it wasn't an immediate return that I saw a great fortune on. I want to caveat that. But what I'm saying is that it was something that had gained over 50% in the last month. So I was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. Cool. So did it make me money right now? No. Will it make me money in the long run? Maybe. So let's see where these new experiences and these new opportunities that are going to be presented to you could make you money, because it does feel like there's money coming your way. The other thing that I want to talk about and pick up on is balance. Okay. And what I hear is balance of your emotions, balance of our emotions. As we balance our emotions, that also includes, by the way, excitement and happiness. Okay. Often in the month of Pisces, we tend to be naturally, like all of us tend to be like naturally, what do you call it? Like erratic, right? Like, oh, I'm really, really happy. Oh, I'm really, really sad. Or, oh, I'm really, really angry. Oh, I'm really excited. So be aware of this energy so that there's balance in all of your emotions, right? There's balance in all of your emotions. So if you're just tuning into this particular series, we're going to finish the series by doing downloads and meditations for you guys, and we'll do meditations and downloads on all of these things that we're talking about. So have balance in your emotions, okay? Grounding, there's a need for grounding. And as you look to ground yourself, a great way to do this is to just look at your feet, right? To really just look at your feet and say, as you look at your feet, you actually bring your energy down. And so it also helps you to ground. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. I also want to offer to you guys that there's going to be some really, really cool unfoldings of energy that's going to happen. And this message has been coming up a lot in a lot of my sessions with my clients, but I really wanted to share it with you because it does keep popping up, and it's popping up for me today. And when the daffodils bloom, okay? When the daffodils bloom, I don't know when the daffodils bloom. I feel like it's spring, right? It's like April or May or something. So whenever the daffodils bloom, I want you to look for the daffodils, because there's going to be an energy. Wait, daffodils are like shaped like little trumpets, right? That's so cool, because the energy is going to come in and it's going to be like, right? It's going to be like a trumpet of energy. Like, hey, guess what? It's time to play. You can come out now. You can come out now. It's okay to play. And so what if we just wonder if that energy is going to kind of help us to get out of some fear, help us to get out of some regret and some loneliness and some sadness? How can we choose that? So look for the daffodils, okay? You may be able to hear Isaac, my amazing 2-year-old compadre. He definitely wants to go play. So last but not least, in terms of energy that we want to experience today, is there's something that may not be working for you anymore that worked for you for a really long time, okay? It feels like maybe it's a spiritual or religious practice or something that you've done before, and something you've done before in your life, or that got you so far, right? And as you embrace that energy, you're standing at this place where you're like, I don't know if that works for me. And you're doing it out of auto response, right? You're doing it out of comfort, out of this thing of, what do you call it? Habit. You're doing it out of habit. So what we want to do really this week is we want to look in our lives, my friends, and see where those things, those practices, or those tools are no longer working for us, and where they're robotic. Remember, everything needs consciousness, intention, to have purpose and meaning. So, like, for example, I love this tool that I use from Access Consciousness, that so many of us use from Access Consciousness. How does it get any better than this? What else is possible, right? How does it get any better than this implies asking the universe to show you, okay, how does it get any better than this? Whether the situation is good, that you've decided that this situation is good or bad or whatever, just having the awareness to look at the universe and saying, okay, how does it get any better than this, right? And being open to receiving how it does get better than this. But what I want to share with you is that so many people that I know in this practice rattle this phrase off like you wouldn't believe. And in many, many places, it becomes dismissive. I've heard it being dismissive to others and what have you. And it made me realize, it really is about the consciousness that we put into things. And so take this for example, when I ask, how does it get any better than this? Like, I'm asking from the point of view of my soul. I'm asking from the point of view of my soul to be completely open, and I have the intention of what more can I receive. So there's different layers to it, right? It's not just about running around barking our the things that we think that are so right or that are so working for us to kind of force them on the rest of the world. No, have intention with everything you do. So that feels like a huge, huge, huge part of a lesson that we want to really learn this week, because it feels like you may have teachers coming in our lives that you're not seeing because you've decided that what they have to offer you is not in alignment with what you really, really want. Okay? So, cool. So to kind of sum it up, feels like you're going to receive a message or receive an opportunity that comes out of left field. Be open to it. Ask questions. Ask a lot of questions. Remember that might lead to money. We also want to have more balance in our lives, especially in our emotions right now. We want to be really, really aware of our emotions. And we also want to remember the daffodils, right? Remember the daffodils. Wait for the daffodils when you see the daffodils. And then also to choose carefully how you're using the tools that you want to use to help you to gain a greater awareness in this world. Okay, great. So now let's do a meditation. So join me and close your eyes. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Now I want you to imagine that there's this beautiful, beautiful energy swirling in the core of the earth. Imagine that energy coming up through the core of the earth, traveling up through our feet, to our ankles, our calves, our knees, our thighs, traveling up through all of our chakras and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. Now see yourself in this ball of light. And I want you to imagine this ball of light taking off, traveling up through all the layers of Earth, out through Earth's atmosphere, out into space, past different planets and galaxies in the Milky Way, out into different layers of light, some light and some dark. Travel up through those layers until you come to a beautiful, beautiful golden-like layer. Allow your ball of light to travel through the golden-like layer until you see above you a beautiful, beautiful jelly-like substance layer which feels like liquid. Allow your ball of light to travel through the jelly-like substance layer. And you see above you a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And as your ball of light merges with the law of compassion, you enter into the 7th plane of all that is, the plane of creation, the plane of oneness, of complete totality. And from this place we will make the command, Creator of all that is, It is commanded or requested. Unconditional love be sent to every single person in every single cell of our body, and witness every cell of your body being filled with unconditional love. See and witness unconditional love spread to everyone you come in contact with. Thank you. Now it's from this place I'm going to ask for some downloads for you for the week, and all you have to do is say yes to receive these downloads. Would you like to know what it feels like to have balance in your thoughts, feelings, and emotions with others, with yourself and with others? If you'd like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like, and that you know to have the awareness to be able to step outside of yourself in your emotions, to see from a higher plane, a higher reality, so that you can look down and say, you can look down and you can choose differently? Would you like to know that you have the power to choose? Would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to choose? Can we download you with the Creator's highest definition, perspective, and understanding of grace? And that you're worthy of having grace in your life. And that you're worthy of making decisions chosen by grace. If you would like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like, and that you know how to be open to new experiences in your life and new possibilities? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to be able to have a greater awareness of what these new experiences are bringing you, and how to allow yourself to be present with these new experiences? If you'd like those, say yes. It's a cool download. Would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to build your own palace? So whatever that means to you, okay, it's just a message that's coming to me. So it's coming to me to share with you. What does it mean for you to build your own palace? Perhaps you're actually looking to move. Perhaps you actually are physically looking to move into a new location. What does that look like for you? Perhaps you are excited about learning something new. That learning something new can also be a palace of learning. So would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to build your palace? That you're worthy of building your palace, and that you have all the tools that you need to build your palace. Would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to have the patience to do so? And that in having the patience, you have the fortitude and the courage to make sure that it's exactly how you want. Now you can imagine your palace surrounded by our beautiful daffodils. See your palace surrounded in these beautiful daffodils. It really is something amazing that is coming around that time. It just is such an energy that keeps popping for me everywhere. And I would like to download all of you guys with that same level of excitement. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to get excited again? If you'd like to receive that, say yes. Beautiful. Would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to be re-inspired? You know what it feels like to find inspiration around you, and that everything you're looking for is actually looking for you too. All you have to do is welcome it. Beautiful. And last but not least, can we download you with patience? Would you like to know what it feels like to be patient and to trust yourself and to trust your process? If you like that, say yes. Beautiful. So let's take our palms, rub our palms together. Our eyes are the windows to our soul. Faster, 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 faster. And put your palms over your eyes. As we do that, we infuse our soul with this beautiful divine energy. You can open your eyes and let that energy in. And feel it in your heart. Good morning, Donna Serlin. Thank you guys so much for joining us here for our Foreshadow series. I hope that you have an amazing, amazing, amazing week. Please, where you feel necessary, share this recording with anyone. And I look forward to seeing you very soon. Have an amazing, amazing week, my friends. Bye-bye.